Haley.
Hey, how's it going?
It's pretty good. You know, I was thinking about those rock stars.
Yeah. What kind of kid would you pick?
Oh, I've picked. I've got this student. She's totally engaged. She comes in, she's dialed in, she asks great questions. And I feel like her energy kind of like spreads around the room.
No way.
Yeah.
I picked someone who has the same kind of thing. She doesn't always ask a ton of questions in my class, but man, she brings a really positive attitude and like always gives it her all every time.
Yeah, that's what I've got going on with my pick.
Is she like a good sport?
Yeah,
Like
team
she'll
player,
work with
great
anyone.
sport, absolutely.
Always positive.
Definitely.
Always working hard.
Wait a second, are we talking about the same?
I feel like we're talking about the same person. All right, count of three. Let's say the name. Ready? One, two, three.
Jocelyn. Oh, yes.
She's so awesome.
Way to go, Jocelyn.
I'm happy to nominate Seva Kaplan as a West Rock Star for the month of March. At the beginning of this year, Seva came to me and asked me if he could be part of the band. He plays the bass, which is not a traditional instrument to find in a wind band, but he wanted to try, and he has impressed me all year long with his willingness to acquire the new skills, some of them fairly difficult, that he needed to be able to be successful in playing in a wind band. His perseverance throughout the year has just so impressed me, and he is a real asset to our group. Way to go, Seva. Keep up the good work.
I recommend Seva for the art class Rockstar because he is a hard worker. He always takes his time to get his artwork to be the way he likes it. He asks questions and really puts the effort into everything that he does. Hi, I'm nominating Margaret Pashby for the first grade Specials All-Star. Margaret, the reason why I'm nominating you is because you rock. You are consistently engaged in the lesson when I go in for guidance. You have such a positive attitude. You take really good care of your friends. And the thing that I think I love the most seeing is when there is a tricky situation that might arise, you're one of the first ones to stand up and use your strong, respectful voice and to be a leader in the classroom. So I hope that you never lose that. That is an amazing attribute. Great job being kind and respectful and engaged in our time together, and keep on rocking.
Music All-Star. Sometimes it's about making choices that lead to improvements. This year, most recently, Caden McElroy has made some great improvements that have led to some very successful music classes for himself as well as for his classmates. Caden, congratulations. Keep up the good work.
I chose Etta as a PE All-Star because she always comes into PE ready for directions. She listens the entire time, always knows exactly what she's supposed to do, and she helps other people to know what they're supposed to do also, which is so helpful. She's really kind to other kids in class, and she just rocks it all the time. Great job, Etta.
I nominated Etta for a specials class Rockstar because she comes to world language class really eager to learn, really safe around her peers when we're doing our music and movement and getting up and dancing. She shows some really good safety there and always is very responsible for her peers and her friends around her, helping them with their work if they need help, and also just engaging really positively with them. And Etta is really working hard on getting her Spanish and French words and really practicing them and trying them out. So I'm really proud of Etta. Keep up the good work, Etta.
I know some of you are probably wondering, does Eric ever find rock stars in the library? And I do. This one particular guy I'm thinking about is always in here looking for great books, whether it's awesome graphic novels or, diving into Percy Jackson. His writing is super fun. There's a lot of his personality that comes through it. He's got a great sense of humor and he's willing to share it. And then he's just so thoughtful and kind. Now, I'm sure you've already guessed him. His name is Ben Crayman. Congrats, Ben.
It is my pleasure to nominate Soraya Bassa as a West Rockstar for the month of March. Soraya has been a member of the chorus since the beginning of the year, and she rarely misses a rehearsal. When she's at rehearsal, I've particularly noted her focus, her enthusiasm, and her willingness to try new things very bravely. She's a leader in our group. Congratulations, Soraya.
I nominated Hunter for a world language class rock star because he is always super engaged in class. He comes really focused and ready to learn and is always willing to participate and try out really hard words and to really put himself out there to work on his Spanish and French. And he is always super excited for our Fridays where we do our Kahoots. And he's really great about working with his classmates and helping them out when they need help and asking them for help. And so it's really great to have Hunter in world language class. Nice job, Hunter.
And I recommend Hunter because he's a hard worker. He comes to class with a smile and he's ready to work through challenges. He doesn't let that get in his way of creating work that he's proud of.
Who's rocking it this year in music? Mr. Koji Lindberg. A great year this year. Great strides have been made by you. You should be proud of yourself. Congratulations. Keep up the good work.
One of the all-stars I chose for this month was Libby. I chose Libby because she always is positive in class. She works with everybody and anybody and is also really helpful for others. And that's also just one of the things that I really love to see in somebody in my class is not only are they working hard themselves, but they also try really hard to help other people too. Good job, Libby.
I am nominating Mabel for a Specials Rockstar Award because she just does such an amazing job in world language with both French and Spanish. She has shown that she has such a great interest in both languages and works really hard every class, is always asking for extra work and what else she can do on top of what we're doing in class. And she also really loves our end of the week Kahoot quizzes and is usually pretty much always on the podium in those. So keep up the great work, Mabel. You are really rocking it in world language.
What do you get when you mix thoughtful observations, unlimited friendliness, and a constant collector of great library books? A library rock star. Or, in this case, Mabel Sullivan. Congrats, Mabel. Way to rock.
Hi, I'm nominating Everett Anderson for a kindergarten specials all-star. Everett, the reason why I chose you is that you're always really interested and engaged when I go in. You are sitting quietly when it's time to listen. You have your eyes on the speaker. You're respectful to your friends, and you're just a really strong leader in the classroom. I also noticed that when it's time to pick up or it's time to switch over to do a different activity, you usually listen right away and are one of the first ones to follow that direction. And lastly, I love your energy. I love that you have fun with the group. And so, Everett, a tootie-ta-ta. I recommend Robbie because he always has a good attitude. He always does his job. He's a great listener, and he's a hard worker, and he creates really interesting artwork as well. He takes his time to add interesting details, and he's a pleasure to have in class.